Hi everybody and welcome. My name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn and this is a weekly read, August 30th to September 5th for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for all of our earth signs. So we will start with Taurus first and then we will, I'll timestamp Virgo and Capricorn in the description below. So if you just click on the arrow and open up the description, you'll see the times and you just click on the times and get started from there, okay? All right, so let's get started with Taurus for August 30th to September 5th. Let's see what's going on. Oh, we're gonna pull an oracle, but not that one. All right. Okay, let's get started here. Taurus. We've got I share my light with the world. Okay, so it's time for you to shine, Taurus, and this week it might be an opportunity for you to shine your light and really show who you are. You know, take an opportunity to show who you are and to just be that brilliant beacon of sharing and loving and openness and beautiful energy for the week ahead. These cards are really long. They're very awkward. Beautiful set though. There's Starman Tarot based on David Bowie. Starman, and they're just stunning. Okay, so one's already come out, so let's pull a couple more and we'll see what the message is for this week. Okay. All right, so letting your light shine. It seems like you've really had some difficulty doing that, Taurus, in the last little while, if this pertains to you. Because coming out, you know, we've got the Two of Swords. And if you notice the image of the person, the Two of Swords is about sort of a decision, crossroads. You know, there's some conflict there, so to speak. In this particular image, it's beautiful because she's holding both swords, one in each hand, but she is split. The image is split, and she's not whole. She's not together. So there's been some indecision for you. Things have been a little bit heavy, and we're coming into the Ten of Wands here. And Ten of Wands it's very heavy energy. It's burdensome energy. It's feeling very heavy. Oppressed, you know, just a lot of burden, sense of responsibilities. Things have been feeling very heavy, and perhaps you've had to make some decisions in the recent past, or you're facing some decisions, and you know the main focus is on letting your light shine, and it's really about moving through this heavy energy. So Taurus, I'm feeling a little bit badly, you know, for those of you that are connecting to this, because this is some heavy energy that you're moving through. And the Swords is, you know, that's all about the mental body. That's all about all of the thought forms that are just, you know, flying through your mind all the time. And you're really feeling heavy energy, you know, in the mental body, around feeling responsibilities and burdens and overwhelm, you know, in that way. And you haven't really been able to maybe make some decisions or make those decisions from a place of alignment, you know. And then we've got the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is all about contemplating. It's all about assessing things. You know, it's another two, but Wands are fire and Wands are about action. So this is about looking at your life direction and making a decision to release these, you know, release this sense of burden. So it could realistically be a burden. It could be a financial, something's heavy on you financially for some Tauruses. It could be emotionally within the family unit. You know, there's been some mental tension and some emotional tension, some decisions to be made. You know, the light has not really been shining lately, and it could be around friendships. I mean, it's a general read. It can be really about anything, but it's very much about your perspective, your perception, and the mental body, and then making a decision, contemplating about that, and choosing a new direction. So this could even be about your perception of these burdens. Maybe it is that you've got some sense of responsibility around something, or you've taken something on. You're being asked to really align yourself with your light, come from a place of integrity, come from a place of standing in your power, come from a place of knowing what you know is the right thing to do, and then make a decision towards this. And you might already be on this path. This may already have started, and you've moved through some of this heavy, burdensome energy for some Taurus, and you're being asked to take a look here at this new direction. Things haven't necessarily worked out the way they did in the past. You've learned those lessons, and now it's to come from that perspective of standing in your power, standing in your light energy, raising your vibration, making decisions that align truly with who you are and where you stand and what you believe in and what's right. So shifting the perspective from it being this very heavy burden to aligning with yourself, allowing that process to move through. Whoops, sorry, upset my fairy there. Make some decisions, around shifting the way that you perceive them, because even in the mental body, we can get ourselves so wrapped up. And with Tauruses, sometimes we get very comfortable with what we know, with what we understand, with what's familiar. And change can be, it's a fixed sign, right? So change can be a bit difficult for some Taurus, especially if you dig your heels into something. So take a look at it from a perspective of your, coming from the light and sharing your light and really raising your vibration and coming into a space of, even deeper integrity, better alignment with who you are and what you want to represent as you move through the world, without all of the personality masks. Who are you really? How do you really want to be seen? That's who you need to present. And overcoming this sense of burdens, and this indecision, contemplating and then coming to a brand new space that's much better aligned. And you may already be feeling that. You may already, for some Tauruses, have sort of moved through this situation, or you're moving through this new dynamic, and you've made the decision to, switch your energy focus to the solution-based, to the positive, to the upgrading and uplifting, and things are working out. You're contemplating this new, this new path, and things are coming into a positive space for you. We'll draw another and see. Free from judgment, free to love. So there you are, Tauruses. So there's been a lot of judgment. There's been a lot of criticism. There's been a lot of that mental body energy and self-judgment, which also brings about it all those lowering vibrations of shame and guilt and, sadness and anger and jealousy and all those lowering vibrations. Some of those may be coming forward with you around the judgment card. Free yourself from that judgment. It is what it is. Whatever the situation is for you, Taurus, those of you that are connecting to this, it is what it is. Accept it. Embrace it and move through it. And you are doing that. These cards are showing that. They're showing you're seeing yourself not being able to make a decision, feeling this very heavy energy, but knowing that you need to set a direction. And this direction is to free yourself from that judgment, self-judgment or judgment of others. Or perhaps it is that you're being too judgy, and that's closing out your light energy a little bit as well. But if you stay in this place of integrity and really perceive things from, the positive perspective, then you're able to open up that love energy more. Yes, the situation may still be there. Viewing it from a new perspective, from a new lens, just recognizing it is what it is. It's the only shift and change is going to be in the action that you take to bring about new shifting and changing. That's what's going to open you up to that love energy and allow you to shine your light. So, some of these burdens, some of these responsibilities, this heavy energy, you may be able to dial back the impact of that a little bit, Taurus, if you shift your perspective about them and see them from a space of, standing in your power, acting from integrity, from that space of light energy, and things will really open up for you. So those are your messages, Taurus, for August 30 to September 5th. Please give me some feedback and let me know how things worked out. And remember, click like and subscribe if you enjoy. And just please don't dim your light for anybody. Live big and shine bright. Until next time. Hi Virgo, welcome. Thank you for letting me come into your space for a little bit of time today. This is your read for August 30 to September 5th, 2020 for all Virgos. So I'm going to pull an oracle card to get a main message, and then we're going to pull some tarot to get some more definition. So we've got when in doubt, I play it out. Okay, so that could be you allow it to unfold. It could be that, fifth dimensional living, creating, is you're taking a look at different scenarios that could play out, parallel scenarios with something you're making a decision about that you're a little uncertain about. And it could be that you're looking at the different possible scenarios. Sorry, I'm stifling a sneeze here. I hope it doesn't come through. Okay. These cards are quite difficult to shuffle. I'm going to give it a go here. They're very long. They're super fascinating cards, though. So much detail. Okay. Yeah, that didn't work out for me very well. All right, here we go. So, Virgo, what does this mean? When in doubt, play it out. Let's really get, okay. We've got 2. Oh, and now we've got 3. Okay. So we've got the, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, which is that beautiful, calm, loving energy. Queen of Pentacles could represent an actual person in your life. It is a court card, so it could represent a person. This is feminine energy, but it's not necessarily female. It could be any identity, but the energy of it is feminine. And the Queen of Pentacles is all about the creature comforts, that's that Taurus sort of energy, that grounded energy. It's also you, Virgo, it's that earth sign. So the Queen is all about the being grounded, being calm, having all of the things around you, those comforts, and really being in a place of groundedness and awareness, right? And then we've got Temperance here. And Temperance is all about balancing. It's all about weighing your options. It's all about being measured, that measuring of things, that reflecting and taking a look at this energy here with when in doubt, I play it out. You're being asked here, because both of these are fairly positive cards. This is Major Arcana and this is a court card. But both of them are fairly positive, or, at the very least, it's a neutral space for Temperance. But there is a shift coming with Temperance here as a Major Arcana. So for some Virgo, what's happening with you is, you're being asked to take a little bit more risk. So when in doubt, play the scenario out, look forward, sort of project and see all of the possibilities. And there's some beautiful, loving energy here with this Queen of Pentacles, and this could be you. Have the confidence, have that calm sort of demeanor, that emotional security to be able to take a risk and go for something if you're uncertain, And with the Temperance, this is about weighing your options. This is about meditating, finding the balance where things have been unbalanced. And then we've got, on top of this, we've got the, sorry, I have to put my glasses on, it's too small. The Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is heavy energy as well. That's very much, this breaking free, feeling defeated, self-sabotage, that kind of thing. That's very heavy energy. So it looks like you're going to break through this very heavy energy of not going for certain things, not taking measured risks. You know, it's not going all willy-nilly crazy and just blindly rushing into something. It's about taking that calm, measured, wise approach, you know, with the Temperance card here for the balance of it, Virgo, and then that's releasing this Ten of Wands energy. And I just want to draw one tarot just to see what that Ten of Wands energy, or Swords, my apology, could be around. Oh my goodness, Ten of Wands. So you've really been feeling burdened. You've really been feeling oppressed around certain things, around making decisions, because you've got the Ten of Swords being clarified by the Ten of Wands, you know, and that's the mental body, and then that action, that feeling of just that complete heaviness and that big weight. So this is going to be lifted off of you by using your sense of balance, going within and really taking a look at whatever these situations are that you've been blocking yourself from, or that you've been not taking a risk about because you've been concerned that it's going to be too much, that you're not going to be able to handle it. This Queen is showing you absolutely you can handle it. You know, it's there for you, but just keep Temperance in mind and keep things measured and balanced, and, you know, use your good judgment around that. And then we have Legacy of Light. So look at this. It's a beautiful card. This is all around, you know, generation, ancestry, calling on your passed on loved ones, Virgo, to connect with them and let them support you and give you clues along the way, give you some intuitive knowing, some messages in your dreams, signs and symbols that will help you to move through and find the courage, you know, to make those really good measured decisions for yourself, so that you're able to move through these doubts and overcome this really heavy energy, because you've got a lot of support. You've got a lot of support from the non-physical here, and you've got support right in here within yourself. You're much more capable than you are believing at the moment. So take, Virgo, this next week ahead, take a little risk with whatever this is. Definitely take some time to measure and to balance, you know, find that balance for yourself of what really feels right, but don't let just a little bit of doubt or fear sabotage you from achieving something that really could be a beautiful blessing for you, okay? So those are your messages for August 30 to September 5th. Remember to live big and shine bright. Until next time. Hi Capricorn, welcome. Thank you for letting me come into your space for a little bit of time today. My name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn. This is your weekly read for August 30 to September 5th, 2020. And we're starting out with, when I move my body, I bust through all that blocks me from my true health and vitality. Okay, so this came up before as well with another reading. This is all about being in tune and being aware of the body. Now, it could literally mean that you need to just get out and do things. You need to physically move your body. It could be in a different environment where you're out at the beach, you're near the water, you're near a creek, you're taking a walk, you know, whatever that might be. It could also mean being aware of your body, so doing some meditation or yoga practices where you're really tuning into the different parts of your body and where you're holding stress and where things feel tight, and, you know, just through stretching and gentle movement, becoming more aware of those places in your body where physically you're holding the stress that's coming in from, you know, the mental, emotional side as well. So let's get some tarot going to clarify that. Get a good cut. Okay, so Capricorns, let's see. All right, beautiful. Here we go. So we're starting out with the Five of Wands. So you've definitely been in some kind of conflict recently, you know, around this movement, moving the physical body, integrating, the physical with the mental and emotional. You've been overly focused on one, maybe the mental, emotional body, and not enough focused on the physical. And that's creating, conflict for you. You're not feeling your best. You're overexerting in one area of your life and compensating for another. And so you've got to move through that and really break through whatever those blocks are that's preventing you from getting moving. And it could be even just you need to go on a little day trip, a day adventure. Just do some window shopping, walking around, go visit someone, go have lunch somewhere. It could be anything. It could be a weekend away where you go on some intense camping adventure. I mean, it's going to be different for every Capricorn, but it is time to integrate all the things and bring more balance so that you can fully be alive. And physical activity is a stress relief as well, right? It really helps to get the cells moving and get the angst out. And you've got the Hierophant here, which is a major arcana, and that's all about higher learning, contemplation. It's the teacher and the learner, so to speak. And this is major arcana, so this could indicate, life changes. So maybe you're headed towards a life change or a lifestyle change, Capricorn, where you've been conflicted about this change, because maybe it requires that you move physically, like you literally move locations, as opposed to just moving your body. It could be that it's asking you to utilize a whole new skill set, a whole new set of skills. That's the only word that's coming to me. But it's out of your comfort zone. It's not what you're familiar with. You're capable of doing it, but it's not what you're familiar with. And so, the Hierophant's there to ask you to really contemplate, gain a little bit more knowledge, look some things up that you might be willing to do or ready to do to help you bring about a more well-rounded, cohesive balance to the mental, the physical, the spiritual, the emotional connections within you, right? And then we have the Six of Cups, and this is all about joy and being childlike memories, nostalgia. It's a really feel-good card. So maybe the lesson here is to look at things from a more childlike perspective, or if you have children, maybe look at things from your child's perspective, and that will help break you out of this conflicting energy and really give you some ideas about new perspective, new learning, places where you can grow and shift, and this this is joyful. So the outcome of this is really do something joyful. Do something this week and that brings you joy. The smallest joy. It doesn't even matter. Again, if you have children, just go outside and make a sandcastle, or go for a walk and collect rocks on the beach, get out together and play and do some play and remember what it's like to just let things go and really enjoy. That seems to be what's clearly coming through this week for a lot of Capricorn. Now, if you don't have children personally, then, be childlike yourself. Think about some things that you used to love to do when you were younger, or even very little. And, maybe pull up some old photos and take a little bit of a look down memory lane and choose to do something that brings you joy. If that's going and taking a visit down to the lake and going to the chip truck, then that's what that is. If that's going to a park and sitting on the swings and swinging, then that's what that is. If that's going on a camping trip because you used to love to camp when you were little or always wanted to, then get out and do that. But get out and do something physical. And in the end, we've got faith in the process. Okay. So this is where you've got to have some faith in yourself, and understand that you can't do it all out of balance. You can't over-focus on one thing, Capricorn, to the detriment of the other things in your life. So this is really about bringing in that balance and believing in this process of letting yourself experience some childlike joy, letting yourself really open up is going to teach you some new things. You know, even if it's just teaching you to see things from a new perspective, from that childlike wonder lens, that's a beautiful space to see things from. You know, it's so open and pure, and it doesn't have an agenda. It's just lovely and beautiful. I mean, it just is. You know, children just are exact, beautiful, spiritual beings, you know, until they are conditioned through life. So looking at things from a child's eyes are just, it's so refreshing and it's so uplifting, and it really could help shift this whole perspective for you. Okay, so those are your cards, and this is your read for August 30th to September 5th for all Capricorns. Remember, live big, shine your light bright. Until next time.